Hey guys, thanks for stopping back to my channel. My name is Mindy. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. If you enjoy my content, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share with all of your friends. So I hope you guys are all doing well. Today I am doing an apartment here. This is the Pinecrest Apartments number 404 in Evergreen Harbor, and I love the apartments that we got with Eco Lifestyle because they feel more realistic to me. Some of the apartments that we got with San Myshuno, they're so big, and maybe that's like true of apartments in like really big cities. I've never lived in like a super big city, and so most of the apartments that I see around here are very similar to this. They've got a pretty basic floor plan. They're not super big, and so yeah, this apartment is for two girls who are attending university. One girl is a psychologist, or studying to be a psychologist, and the other girl is kind of more into science. She is studying herbology. Is it herbology, or is she a herbologist? I don't know. Okay, I probably sound really ridiculous right now, but you guys probably know what I'm talking about. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right and it just sounds wrong to me, but correct me in the comments down below if I'm wrong, because I feel like that word is like escaping me. I don't know. Anyways, she is going to college to do the study of like plants, and she really loves gardening and all that stuff. So yeah, they are two super girly girls. They also have a cat that I imagine they share, and yeah, I just feel like they're girly girls. The whole basis of this apartment is that this is kind of like their first apartment. Maybe they've done the whole dorm living, they've done the whole frat house living, and they were just over it, and they're like, you know what, let's just go get an apartment together. Maybe they're in their third year of study and they're like, it's time for us to get serious now. You know, we have to get rid of the distractions. Let's go get an apartment together and just away from all of that nonsense so we can focus on our studies. So when I was building this apartment, I was kind of thinking that some of their furniture is probably not the most expensive. I don't think it's their first time living on their own, so I think that maybe they've had a little time to accumulate some decent things, but I still feel like they're kind of like in the cheaper furniture, like maybe some IKEA type furniture. I'm not saying that like IKEA is like cheap. Don't get me wrong, like I shop at IKEA, like, okay, don't that's all I'm saying. I just feel like they're still establishing themselves, I guess is what I want to say. And so I was kind of thinking about that the whole time I was doing this apartment, that maybe some of their stuff is not necessarily the nicest stuff. Maybe some of it's stuff that they've gotten from like flea markets and stuff to save money because they are in college, so they probably don't have a lot of money. I do imagine that they do work on the side, and maybe they just kind of like come together and pay the bills, and yeah, they just really work together. I imagine that they're also like best friends, and I had so much fun with this apartment. I cluttered it so much. I actually cut a lot out, so I do apologize about that, because there was just like, especially in the second bedroom that I did, oh my goodness, I spent probably more than an hour on that bedroom. I had to cut so much out because it was just, I was so indecisive about the whole thing. It was just really weird. So yeah, I did cut some of the footage out of that, just basically me kind of like cluttering things up. So anyways, they have this little bar area. I didn't put a table in this apartment because I figured the two of them probably just either eat on the go or they sit at that bar area and eat. And I really wanted this apartment to be girly. I wanted it to look like they were young. They weren't, you know, they didn't have kids. They weren't married. They were kind of, you know, just out exploring, being themselves. You know, they just kind of have that freedom, and I wanted it to kind of reflect their fun, girly personalities. I love girly things, and so I think I just mentioned this in my last video. I love girly things, and so I tend to like gravitate toward building girly things. And it's so bad because like whenever I make a family, I hardly ever think about like men or like boys, and so sometimes like I'll make a family and like they all have like daughters or it's just like a bunch of girls living together, and it's so bad. I need to like change it up some, especially for my save file. I've been pretty conscious of that because I don't want my save file to be like just all girls. I want there to be like a decent balance. It's just, I really love to build like in a girly kind of cute style. So yeah, that's kind of what I was going for with this apartment. Again, I just wanted it to look like, you know, I feel like they like to keep their apartment decorated and clean, but I also feel like they have these like really cute decorations. Maybe they find these like super cute pictures, and like I actually have some that I hang above their couch, which you'll see. And I put candles all around their apartment because I love candles. This apartment's kind of like a reflection of my personality. Honestly, like it really is. I love girly things. So yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. I left the apartment all white because I feel like realistically, if you move into an apartment, a lot of times, at least in my area, you're not allowed to paint. Or if you do, like, you have to paint before you leave, like before you actually like if you end your lease, or if your lease is up, you need to like paint to like restore, you know, like the paint that's like maybe chipped over the period of time that you've lived there. So I know sometimes like landlords will require you to do that, but for the most part, they don't let you paint their apartment. So I kind of wanted to keep it realistic to that aspect. And plus, I thought it was a lot more fun because if everything is white, that means that I get to use the furniture and the decorations to pull out their personality. And that just makes it even more fun to me. So yeah, I really like doing that a lot lately. Actually, I've done several apartments like that where I've kept it white and really tried to like bring the personalities of the Sims out with the decorations and different items and furniture that I've stuck in here. So yeah, I skipped ahead a little bit, but I love these little pictures. And then I stuck this mirror in the middle. I don't know if it just looks, you guys are probably like, this looks absolutely ridiculous. Why'd you do that? But I think it's so cute. That mirror fit like perfectly. I know it cuts off some of the picture, but it almost makes it look joint. So there's like a mirror in the middle of this picture, and you'll probably have to like pause it to see what I'm talking about, but there are screenshots at the end. But yeah, I don't know, I just thought it was really cute. I stuck some globes around there. I stuck obviously candles, a little like there's like a stuffy on the couch, or a stuffed animal, I call them stuffies, and some pillows on the couch, and then there's some laundry on the chair. And yeah, this is a fun apartment. I feel like these girls, like, they like to keep things, you know, clean, and they like their apartment to look nice, but they still, like, this still just brings out their personality. So, yeah, this apartment, by the way, has 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. I was able to fit a washer and dryer in the bathroom, which I was really pleased with, and then I'm also able to get, I think this has 3 hampers total throughout the build. 2 of them are in the hallway, and then 1 is in the bathroom. There's also a litter box in the bathroom, which you'll see me move a little bit later on. I do need to tell you, when I play tested this, I didn't bring a pet into this household. So when I finally I play tested it, everything was fine. I uploaded it, and then I started playing in it with a pet, and I realized that I put the pet bowls too close together and my Sims couldn't fill them. So one thing that you do need to know, and I will edit it and put it in the description of the gallery. I'll put it in the description of the gallery. What do I want to say? Oh my gosh. I will put it in the description of this room build that is on the gallery to make sure that you move the pet bowls further apart. Because yeah, my Sim wasn't able to fill them, and unfortunately when I first play tested it, it didn't cross my mind to like add a pet in here to play test it. I don't know why. So yeah, just be aware of that. You might have to move the little pet bowls further apart, and maybe out from the wall a little bit. I tend to like clutter my pet bowls together because I think they just look cute. And technically you only need 1 pet bowl because for some reason pets do not drink water in The Sims. They drink out of the toilet. The dogs drink out of the toilet. I don't know if the cats ever do, but the dogs drink out of the toilet. But I always put a food and water dish because I feel like, I don't know, like that's what my pets have. They have a food and water dish. Like I feel like that's what most pets have. So, yeah, you just need to pull those pet bowls out from the wall. You can even get rid of one, whatever you want to do. But there is a litter box. There is a cat tower, and then there's a toy box, and then 2 food bowls. So actually you could even add a dog here if you really wanted to. I just feel like there's no, if you look around the surrounding area, there's no grass. It's kind of like all cement, and so I feel like this would be a really inconvenient spot to have a dog. And maybe like in my head, maybe like the landlords don't even really want them to have pets. Like maybe this is like a pet free apartment and these girls just saw this little kitten sitting outside and they're like, oh my god, I have to bring him in, but the landlord won't let us have it, but we'll just sneak him in. So maybe it's kind of like one of those situations, because this is definitely, if you look around the apartment, it's definitely not really a pet friendly apartment. There's just really nowhere for the dog to go potty. So yeah, I don't know. That's my idea, my thoughts behind everything. So anyway, I put this little shelf in the hallway. I thought it was cute, kind of like a utility shelf, and I just cluttered it up with some gardening stuff, some pet food, just some random items, some towels, and then on the top I put like a tape measure, some cleaning spray, and some like art supplies, and because I figure, you know, the teacher's gonna need art supplies, and then the herbologist, what is that word? What is it, right? I don't know. I don't even know. I'm not even gonna check right now. But anyways, I feel like she needs her gardening equipment, and so yeah, I just stuck like random stuff up here to just kind of make it feel like there's like a little utility closet that they needed for like extra storage or whatever the case may be. I also end up moving the shelf over here that came with Eco Lifestyle that has like towels and stuff on it. It was just really big and bulky, and I replaced it with some clothes hampers. I don't know why I'm like forgetting everything. Oh my goodness. Oh geez. Yeah, that's where I'm at in my life today. I guess I just can't like think of words. So anyways, moving on. This is the teacher's room. I love this room. I think it came together so well. I used kind of a combination of Eco Lifestyle and Tiny Living, because y'all know I'm living for the Tiny Living furniture. I love it, and I love the colors, and I love that yellow matched the yellow on the dresser and the desk, and the end table matched the yellow bedding from this Eco Lifestyle bed, and the bed looked a little bit more like it's probably on the cheaper side. The furniture looks like it's a little bit more like IKEA-esque, like something that you would buy and put together. Maybe not, the quality's probably not the best, but it's cute, and I thought that this room just makes like a perfect teacher's room because it's like bright, and I just love the colors, and I think it kind of reflects the Sims personality, because I imagine her to be kind of like bright and cheery, and maybe she's like a kindergarten teacher, so she loves to do arts and crafts, and she loves kids, and yeah, it's kind of what I was going for. So again, I just kind of skipped through things, but here's a couple shelves that I add up here with some books and some plants, and the little cupcake picture I just think is so cute. It's got blue and yellow in it, and I was just like, ah, I'm living for this bedroom. Of course, I added candles everywhere. When I play tested this though, the candles automatically came on and started burning, and I was like, no, because they do melt. I wish that there was like a way you could keep them from melting, so you could like reuse them over and over again. You know, I get that's why we have a candle maker, so you can keep making them. But anyways, I wish they would like stay as like an actual decoration, and they would burn and not actually like melt. So just make sure you can click on them and turn them all off. I just thought that it looked so cute. I think when I took the screenshots, I left all the candles on, and it just added such great lighting to the room. I just really loved it, and I'm really proud of this room. I've decorated this apartment before, and I kind of actually struggled with this room, and I left it pretty much as the same layout that it is now. I need to mess around with the layouts in this apartment. It's just really unfortunate that you can't change the windows in apartments, because in which it makes sense. Like, obviously you can't do that in real life, but yeah, I don't know. I need to mess around with some of the layouts. Here, I decided to just stack a whole bunch of books. Some of them are like Realm of Magic books because they were so big, and I really liked that. But I just imagine that maybe she has some of her school books, or maybe some books. I should have put some kid books down there. But maybe just some books that she's read. I kind of imagine that she really likes to read, as you can tell by the books everywhere. I also love her little end table. I put a little notepad with a pen. I put a little cell phone. I put a little fizzy drink, a candle, a camera. I also stuck this little vase and this little statue from Sulani Island Living. I don't know why I almost called it Sulani Living. And maybe I just imagine that's like some place that she likes to visit when she's not teaching, or in between, you know, her summer break and fall semester or something. So yeah, I just feel like this bedroom, like, you can just look at it and you get that teacher vibe. Like, this is definitely an elementary school teacher, or just any teacher. I just imagine her to teach like maybe younger kids, and you know, I don't know. I really, really like it. So moving on to the herbologist. I think that's right. I really think that's right. The herbologist. So her bed, I think it has like, it looks like it could be a little bit more on the expensive side. But I imagine that her personality is a bit different. I think she's still really girly, but whereas I feel like the teacher has more of kind of like a bubbly, bright personality. I kind of imagine this sim is a little bit more laid back. She's kind of like the calm one. She's, you know, I don't know. It's just how I imagine her personality. She really likes science, and I kind of imagine like, Velma and Daphne kind of thing. Like Daphne would be like the teacher and Velma's kind of like the herbologist. Like they're kind of, as far as personality wise, yeah, I just feel like this, you know, the teacher's like really bubbly, and yeah, she's more laid back. So I also imagine, like, I wanted her furniture to kind of reflect that a little bit. I think she's got a slightly more sophisticated furniture style, but again, still, I wanted to make it look like this is their first apartment. They don't have a lot of money, and so even though it's slightly more sophisticated, I still didn't want it to look like it was like super high-end kind of furniture. I really struggled with this bedroom. I struggled with finding furniture pieces that fit together that I felt like kind of fit the aesthetic of this bedroom. I really liked the idea of like pulling out the greens from the pillows in the bed, the grays, the light tans, almost kind of like a Scandinavian boho-ish type thing, I think is what I went for in the end. But I tell you what, it took me forever to do this room. I went back and forth from furniture. I cut the most out of just this bedroom in this video. I cut the most out of just this bedroom than I did in the apartment as a whole. So yeah, if that tells you anything, I spent forever in this bedroom, just like putting furniture somewhere, putting it down, and it just wasn't working out. So anyways, that's where we are at. I put this little succulent shelf above her little nightstand area. I really wanted the plants to kind of like really play in this room. I wanted them to be like a big part and like focal point in this room, that you could like walk in here just like you can walk in the teacher's room and be like, oh, she's a teacher. I want you to be able to walk in here and be like, oh, she really loves to garden. She really loves being around nature and outside, and you know, what have you. So there I am, just like cutting some clips out. I'm a little bit more happier with this furniture. I wish we had different types of desks that were just one square tile like that. I feel like the desk was cute. I also liked this bookcase in the green style, but I think I ended up switching it back to white. I don't know why. I should have went with the green because it matches the throw on the bed, but I wish that we had a desk like this. We have two one square desk that I think came with the kids room stuff. I might be wrong, or maybe Parenthood. And I wish that we just had more desks like that in that size that were of different styles. So yeah, I thought the dresser fit perfectly kind of with the style that I was going for, and I ended up keeping them white. And then I just end up cluttering this area up. I do end up really loving this room in the end. There's just still some things that I look at and I'm like, man, like maybe I should have used this furniture. Maybe I should have used that. So it's not that I don't like it. It's just I was so indecisive with this whole room and how I wanted it to look. And I think it was because I just didn't even really think of the girls' personalities until like kind of like last minute. Like I knew when I was building the rest of the apartment, I was like, hey, these are two college students, but I didn't know what they were going to do yet. Like I didn't know. I knew that I was probably going to have a psychologist, but I didn't know what the other one was going to do. So I think that's why I kind of struggled with this room a little bit. But oh my gosh, I had so much fun cluttering this place up. You guys see me with that red shelf like everywhere in this apartment because I cluttered up every inch of space. I cluttered up the bookcases. I cluttered up the desk, the walls, the dressers, everything. I just had so much fun with it. So, yeah. And then I just put a ton of plants down, and then I decorate some of her walls. Like I put some hanging plants on her walls. I told you guys in my last video that the hanging plants that came with Tiny Living, you guys will see them here in a minute. I think I've used them in every build since Tiny Living came out. I'm not kidding you. I am not kidding you. I've used them in every single build since Tiny Living has come out. So yeah, here I am just straightening up the desk a little bit. I love the idea. Like, I pulled that phone from the debug menu. There are those hanging plants that I just really love. I pulled that phone from the debug menu. I just love it because you don't actually really see your phone much in The Sims, like in live mode. And so it's nice to like kind of have like a phone decoration that you can like lay down and use somewhere. So anyways, I stuck this little it came with University, I don't know really what to call it, like a corkboard type thing above her bed, and then I stuck those pictures like they're leaning up against that. I had a really hard time figuring out curtains for those windows. I don't like those windows. I wish we had different types of curtain, different kinds and different shapes of curtains, or I don't know. I had a hard time with the curtains, but I do end up finding some that work eventually. So anyways, I just clutter up this little shelf up here. I stick some rocks with a little plant up here. Of course, I stuck some more candles. And then I add some curtains to the bed. And I think that's pretty much it. We are getting close to the end of this video. So again, if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I put a little laundry area here where they could put their dirty clothes. And then I hung up this little picture that has socks on it. I thought it was so cute. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, with all of that being said, I will see you guys later. Bye.